Some nights still get hard, but I won't give in. I remember the struggle and I remember the sin, but every dark night has an end, I swear. So if you're lost, just know someone cares.
Yo, welcome back to another episode of Open Time Talk, the podcast where we drift off topic and never off the vibe. I'm your host, Zach.
And I'm Jams, the show where we talk about conspiracy, spirituality, gaming, global tensions, and so forth.
Etc.
So I know we always put gaming in there, but I feel like we don't talk a lot about gaming. But here's a good one. Here's a good one to come start off strong with. The new Halo is out.
We need to play it.
I know. We need to stream it. That's gonna be fun.
That is gonna be fun.
Y'all should come check it out on YouTube.
YouTube channel is we've always been popping out with new streams too. As soon as I got back, like the next day, or actually, was it that night? No, it was Sunday.
I think it was
Sunday.
Yeah.
Okay, Sunday we streamed just off the fly. I think that's just kind of the way we're going. Because Dragon Ball Z Sparking Zero had a new update.
That is true.
So that was pretty good. If you want to go check that out, we played for about an hour.
It's a new
You can
DLC.
see both mine and Justin's POV.
You gotta pay for it. It sucks, but it's kind of worth it. I feel like for what you get, it's definitely like you're paying like $1 a character, pretty much.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
It said 33 new characters, $34. A little bit of tax on top.
I don't know if you noticed either. They changed the way you pick characters.
Really?
So it's no longer like, you know how before they were like, 200 and something characters. But Goku and Super Saiyan Goku was considered.
Oh, yeah, all the forms. Yes.
Yeah. Now they're all combined into one. So if this person can transform, that's just part of his transformation. That's not an extra character. So I noticed that. That was pretty fun.
It is a good one.
But yeah, I just got back from the honeymoon. You know, we had a podcast go out. It was pretty good. It's pretty good. Can't lie. It was yeah. Honeymoon things.
Yeah, honeymoon things, yeah. Spend time together.
Chilled in the hot tub. Yeah, we really just spend time together without any distractions. It wasn't really on our phone all that much. I mean, we took a couple pictures and things like that.
I think that's good, though. Getting away from like all the technology and like all the busy life, just sit outside and enjoy the sun. You know,
rode the bike around because they had bikes. So we rode the bike around a good bit. Went to the beach. We went shopping. We spent like $1,000, and I was like, "What the fuck are we doing?"
I didn't know you had it like that.
That's what I said. I was like, "Oh, I got a car to pay for. I got a car to pay for. What are we doing?"
Yeah, and all that he was enjoying his sweet honeymoon. You know, enjoying the sweet things. I get a hole in my roof.
Yeah,
tree just falls right in. It says, "Boom!" Okay, now you got 2 holes in your roof. Better go fix that.
Really?
But the insurance is all like, give you $800, but it's not even your $800 because it's going towards the deductible, so you can only have $300.
Some bullshit.
It makes no sense.
What's the point of
insurance?
Scam. Yep. What's the point?
It's a scam, y'all. Unless you have to get it, just don't get it. I feel like it's just better to handle it yourself at this point. If I've already spent, like, the deductible is $2,500. And I have $800 worth of damage, then I have to pay into it. Well, like,
yeah.
Thank
God you got a tree removal service to.
Yeah, I got a tree removal service, so then I paid most of the deductible, but I still don't get into the scam, y'all.
No, not worth it.
The insurance scam, just like the freaking Iran scam that's going on right now.
Yeah, I mean, it's been 2 weeks since I was gone, and I don't think a whole lot has happened. Okay, the last time we talked about it, I think they were on their 11th consecutive night of strikes.
I think so.
They stopped at 12.
Okay.
But apparently they just spread it out now. So U.S. and Saudi forces went into Iraq and took out some Iran groups. In Iraq. What else? Not Israel. Iran went and bombed something else. Hold on.
Iran bombed something else?
Yes, they like went for something else. They bombed like, I'm trying to find it exactly. An Egyptian port.
Yeah,
An
like what
Iran
did Egypt
drone
have to do with this?
because a U.S. tanker was sitting in it.
Okay.
Yeah. So they bombed a U.S. tanker that was sitting in an Egyptian port.
I wonder
Jordan's
how
getting hit
Egypt
with
feels
some
about that.
bullshit, I think.
They're trying
What's
to bring the
Oman?
whole Middle East into this.
Yeah.
That
Apparently
ain't
there's
good at
talks.
all.
Apparently there's talks that China is giving them weapons.
I believe that.
We already
You know
know
what
for
else?
sure
You
that
know what
Russia
else they could
is.
give them? Nukes.
Same thing with Russia. Russia's got so
Like,
fucking many
I'm
of
so
them.
worried about them having their own program. They could just go buy one off the shelf.
Yeah. They're like, hey, we're going to nuke the US. So China or Russia, we need one of y'all's nukes. We won't say it's from y'all. We'll like totally deny it all the way through and just say we finally got one.
Yeah, once it's blown up, you can't prove what it was from.
Right.
They'll be like,
Now the
oh,
whole
snap. Guess what? Iran's got nukes now.
25%
And then
of
what
the
are we gonna
US
do?
is gone. That's
I
the
don't think
thing,
it's that big.
too.
I don't know. It
I
depends,
mean,
bro.
if they
I
hit a
know like
highly
technology keeps
populated
getting
area,
better, and then like hit New York or something. I know. I mean, you gotta think in the situation where nukes are gonna be used, it's gonna be big cities.
yeah,
I think we're good in
yeah,
Alabama.
you might think so, but we're a port.
Mm.
We're by the
I didn't even
water.
think about that. We are a bay.
Yeah.
So if y'all hear
Honestly,
from us in 2 weeks, we're dead.
I honestly think they would take out Miami
Just to do it.
because it's the tip. Like,
I mean, I guess.
like who really needs that much of Florida?
I think New York's a big one though. Like, oh
Yeah,
well,
the
9/11
East
happened.
Coast.
Let's just blow it up with a nuke now.
You know, it would make sense that they would do something else, but I don't think that's going to happen until September. The last podcast we talked about Mandani talking about how he's
Arresting
going to go, arrest
Netanyahu.
Benjamin Netanyahu in New York in September.
Things are starting to add up.
Now, obviously, he can't do that, but
You can't.
that's not the point and all that.
It's all talk. He's all talk. All politicians are all talk, right?
I think it was a political movement. Like, midterms are coming up.
Oh yeah. Speaking of midterms, isn't there gambling companies that was putting in on midterms?
Yes. They're like a big political figure now. They're a PAC. So you know how AIPAC is like the Israeli super PAC?
Yeah.
Well, they've pretty much funded, let me get the number. Somebody put in 27 million and another person put in 35 million.
Nah, say their name.
I'm trying to figure it out which one it is.
Isn't it DraftKings?
So DraftKings, yes. I think they put in
And then DualBet?
yes. Or FanDuel.
FanDuel.
I just had the point.
Hold on. Isn't FanDuel the one that just be having like crazy shit happening?
I think so.
Like where people just start getting fucked or something?
I think so. They're betting
Yeah.
on like the weird shit that they bet on. But that's the big thing is like tobacco companies are a super PAC. Tobacco is bad for you. Well, the tobacco industries, as in cigarettes, they're bad for you.
Cigarettes.
But the political party backs them because, they're harmful for the people, but that's good money. Now they're doing the same thing with gambling.
Is alcohol not up there on the top list? Like, are we not a super PAC, bro?
I feel like, I'm gonna be honest, ever since the, what's it called? The premonition? The premonition?
The
proclamation? Prohibition. Damn!
The proclamation of no alcohol?
Yeah, the prohibition. I feel like that was something that the U.S. was forced to do. If we could go back and have I'm gonna say it like this: if we had the government we have now back during the Prohibition days, we wouldn't have alcohol still. But whenever they banned alcohol, you did it in the middle of the most libertarian time of the US. Like, we were proud, free people. And we fought
That makes
against the
sense.
government whenever they did bull crap.
Or
Now
they just had to
had to
legalize it
legalize it.
because they knew they had bootleggers and speakeasies and stuff. Like,
That's-
they're gonna get it.
Yeah.
That's the same thing with all the drugs we have banned now. Okay, they're banned. Doesn't mean they still can't get it.
Nope. Yeah, there's still other ways to
Cartel
get
be
your
coming through here. I'm pretty sure the
THC and
cartel's
everything
still in
else like that.
California.
Yeah. Speaking of, that is something I actually want to look up.
We haven't talked about Mexico. I feel like Mexico has been just like being quiet for some reason. I mean, I don't think there's anything happening between us and Mexico, but I wonder what's going on down there. Because are we still pushing the ICE stuff like hard? Like, I see some ICE stuff dropping like sometimes.
It's hard to actually get involved with the ICE stuff because some of the people are actual ICE agents, and then some
And
of the
some of them
people
aren't.
are citizens who are bigots and just want to terrorize people.
Don't say that. Don't say that.
Well, you're posing, it's a felony. When you pose as a federal agent, that's a full-on fucking felony.
No.
And that's
the thing. If you defend yourself and shoot one of them, you're gonna get slandered for it. Because you can't tell.
That's a federal
you can't
agent.
tell if it's yeah, but you don't know the difference.
Exactly. And that's the biggest thing right now. That is one of the biggest things. Is like a lot of these people are literally getting scared from these masked men in unmarked cars trying to pull them over. And then whenever the masked men in their unmarked cars get a little frisky, they shoot. Now somebody's dead. All because they were scared that they were getting robbed. Like, that's what some of these people have said whenever they get arrested by ICE that should not be getting arrested and they're fleeing. Everybody's questioning like, oh, why did they flee? Why are they running? Motherfucker, there's a masked man in an unmarked car chasing me. Jay, you gotta move!
Jay, yeah, I agree with the people here. It's
Like,
not fair.
no. Like, show your badge.
Like, but both sides, that's what I'm saying, bro. They have badges, don't they?
They should.
Are they not
But I
required to have
don't-
a badge?
I don't understand bro, when Trump first did it, I didn't understand why they were in like glasses and full on
because
face
what had
masks.
happened was their defense is if they would have known if they're what is their
They know what they signed up for. I know what you're trying to say.
it's
is
kind of like a police officer, yes. Like a
Yeah.
police officer's got to identify himself and all that.
Yeah.
And there's a possibility
Public
that you
scrutiny.
pull somebody over. That if you pull someone over, he's gonna be like, I'm gonna find where you live and I'm gonna kill you. That can happen with anybody, any law enforcement and all that. So why is ICE
Right.
something special to protect their
Right.
identity? Only because they're trying to catch the illegals.
right.
I
But
do think, yes, they should have to have something to show that they're a person or something
I agree.
like that.
I agree.
But the question is, why are they doing so hard to cover it up?
That's my thing. And
Like,
work with state police. The state police is not technically ICE. But if the state police detain somebody and who's obviously doesn't have a green card or doesn't have citizenship papers or anything else like that, then you turn them into ICE.
they need to be supervised. Because
Who
the
the
way
hell's
they're
gonna
going about it
supervise
is
them?
not like law enforcement. They're literally treating these people like they're not human. Like law enforcement aren't allowed to just put your hands on you and all that and rough you up unless you are escalating, like you're reaching for something. And then
Yep.
again, you identify yourself, you're proving you're an officer.
Yep. Now at
So
that
unless
point you
give them
have
any
more
reason. And yes, we
Yeah.
have corrupt cops, but there still would be more accountability.
right, but that's where you
Like, you
go
can't
and
just-
sue.
Like ICE, exactly, and most people win. It's like
Right.
because you unlawfully did that. Okay, but you
Right.
can't do that for ICE, which is ridiculous.
You can't.
I don't know.
I
Like,
feel
can
like
you
you could
sue
sue
an
the
individual if
government.
you don't know?
No, that's a federal.
Exactly.
That's You wouldn't be suing. So typically with cops, you sue the
The state.
department and then you sue the state. So can you
have to
not
sue
do
the
that with the
government?
You would
Oh,
have to sue the ICE department and then also sue the federal courts or whoever instated them. Yeah, that's interesting. So one thing I did want to look up, and I'm going to try to find it here, is the fentanyl overdosing. Like, if what we're doing is correct, as it getting a lot of the people who are, you know, getting fentanyl on the streets, if we're getting them off the streets and back to their perspective or their respective countries, then that means fentanyl should be falling off the streets, right? That was the whole point, was getting illegals out and getting the drugs that are killing people off the streets.
Yeah.
Okay, well, let's see, from 2024.
Because that was the whole thing about Venezuela. That's the reason why they took their president and started bombing all the boats. We want fentanyl to stop coming in. But is fentanyl still a crisis?
So the age adjusted death rate for synthetic opioids like fentanyl dropped 35.6%. Hold on. This is from 20. It's hard to understand, but
this is the news for you.
Yeah, fell another 15%, 14%.
So maybe it is helping. No, I'm not. That's also the big debate with the ICE. It's like, I'm not saying they should tackle any person that fits a description of Mexican. Like, we have Americans, they're Americans born here. Exactly. So they have the right to just discriminate. And then the way they go about it is straight just tackling it to the ground.
Yeah.
There's such a better way to handle that. You could, hey, you know, you have your green card on you. Like, you know, if you're not supposed to be here, just don't make this hard.
Yeah. Like,
they don't even talk, brother. They just start swinging and grabbing.
And what happened to the U.S. being helpful? Like, let me help you out because you're not supposed to be here and you're making your situation harder for yourself by staying here illegally. What is going on for you to not go back to your country? Is there a way we can protect you from that? Because
like a lot of people saying that they're trying to escape because like they have death threats. I forgot what it's called. Seeking asylum.
Yeah. Like, or are you just a criminal in your other
and you try and
in your other country killed. And you don't want to be killed? Now, what are you doing in the US? Are you doing any criminal activity in the US? Okay. Well, let me help you out, but we're going to have to detain you for a while. But let me help you out to try and get papers. Like, if you were a criminal back in your country and you're not in a criminal now, like you're trying to turn your ways and you fled your country for that reason, well, let us help. That's more money for us. We could. The whole thing is they don't pay taxes. If you're an illegal, you don't have any reason to pay taxes.
Nothing like that.
No, nothing is tied back to you.
And that's the whole thing. It's like, yeah, we have a legal way. Well, why didn't you do it the legal way? Because that process sometimes doesn't work. Like it sucks.
There was people who waited years and years and years, and people who have. I've heard people who have tried to do it the correct way and have gotten denied.
Denied, exactly.
So what is the correct way? The correct way is the same thing that all these billionaires do. Loophole. Try to find the quickest route. Yep. And that's what a lot of people do is they go and marry in.
That's ridiculous.
Or they have a kid here. That's another thing they do. They have a kid in the U.S.
I know we talked about this a while ago, but have they changed that law to where if you're born here, you're not a U.S. citizen?
So Trump did try to go through with it, and I think the courts denied it.
Good.
Like they turn it back around.
Yeah, because it's not, if I've been living here my whole life and I have a kid in the U.S., how is it not a U.S. citizen? How is my daughter not a U.S. citizen? You know?
Right.
And that makes no sense.
Some of the argument was that they have dual citizenship because they're a descent of, let's say, Mexico. So technically
Okay,
they
so what
have.
if I was a Native American here? I mean, I should get whatever I want. I was here before the U.S. was. That's my descendant.
Yeah, but didn't we just go and kill y'all all off anyway? So you might just die anyway.
They say we died of disease.
Yeah, it's called the
white man
Americans.
disease.
Yeah,
It's called the American dream. That's what happened.
Lead. It's called lead poisoning. And I'm not talking about the stuff you put in the water.
I didn't expect to touch ice today, which is kind of crazy.
Me neither.
But good one to go into for talking about, like, you know, mistreatment of people and all that. It's the humanitarian crisis going on.
Yeah, speak about that.
Sudan, dude, it's bad. Like
anything in the Middle East right now. Anything.
Let me read this little snippet. The global humanitarian system is facing unprecedented great aid recession, with 239 million people requiring urgent assistance with global funding, and has sharply scat.
You can say it. You can say it.
Sharply cratered to 2016 levels. Several cuts from major historic donors, such as the United States.
Yep. USAID.
Have combined with escalation violence to leave the United Nations and non-governmental organizations completely overwhelmed. Sudan is one of the world's largest displacement of the hunger crisis. Over 33 million people need aid as civil war rages, causing widespread famine, rampant cholera, and staggering civilian casualties. Dang, I didn't even think about that. We cut our aid because everybody thought U.S. aid was for us. Like, oh, it's helping us, U.S. aid. No, it's like,
no.
I forgot what aid stands for. It's literally a department of, like, to help other.
Yes. Now, a lot of the thing is that they were like, oh, why is that money being funneled into other countries when we're suffering over here? Y'all ain't suffering. We're not suffering like them.
No, we're not. Yeah, we got a little bit more expensive gas and inflation. Everybody's, I think I'm I'm not living lavish, but I'm still eating.
Right.
I got something to eat.
Yeah. And a lot of people still get EBT and all that.
And like what we're supposed to do to help with the U.S. people and people being hungry, help each other out.
Right. That's
if
just
I'm
my
struggling
Christian
to
values.
make mince meat. Like if I see a homeless person, he looks hungry, give him some food.
Yeah.
If my neighbor needs some food, I'll try to give him some food. If I'm down on my luck, I'm pretty sure my neighbor would bring me over food. Like he gave me a whole pie just to do it. We have to look out for each other in the U.S. That's the whole point. We're founded on Christian beliefs.
Bro, yes, and we're founded on the freedoms of equal rights. And we believe everybody should have equal rights. That's why we don't like communism and things like that. But now we're reverting to, rules for thee, not for me.
So
like the U.S. is turning into a billionaire state, no longer a country of people living free. We're becoming just regular, everyday people.
Yeah, we got
turning into the Middle East.
Yep. We have trillionaires, a trillionaire.
Yeah,
and we have people still starving to death.
Yeah,
I get on stocks and all that. Send a motherfucking rocket over there and give them some food. You lose how much? 100 billion every time you blow one up? How about just send one over there?
Bro, they rather have fucking fight over the Strait of Hormuz right now, and it looks like we're losing. I said this shit 4 podcasts ago. They gave up the fucking control. They gave it up. Or at least Iran made it sound like they have more pull than the U.S. is saying. First of all, 2 weeks into the fucking Operation Destruction of Fury, or whatever the fuck it was called, the Iranian military is no more. They have no more air force, no more water boats. Then why are we still fighting? They can't even defend themselves, right?
Yeah, so technically we're just bullying the little guy.
So now we're just blowing shit up because they still can control the strait. How? I thought we fucking crippled them. Literally your words. Department of fucking Justice or whatever his Department
It's the
of War.
Department of Lies.
Yeah.
We
Our
live
own
with a
government.
government that's literally going to do what they want and then just say it was this. They can't throw the narrative anyway. 9/11 wasn't an inside job. It was Al-Qaeda. No charges blew up in the building to collapse it from all the way to the bottom. A plane did that. Did you not know that? Oh, did you know hantavirus? It's super bad. No.
You know, I'm gonna say it like this, and I think this needs to be echoed out into the world. Mandani making that statement to whoever and whatever he was his social media saying that he's gonna arrest Benjamin Netanyahu. That's obviously a bullshit claim, but what it forced the U.S. president to do was back a war criminal.
I didn't mean that. Yeah, he did back Netanyahu.
He said there will be no arrest of Benjamin Netanyahu. So you're supporting a terrorizing war criminal who kills hundreds, or actually tens of thousands of babies before they even have the chance to live and come out the womb. You're killing them. You're killing off hundreds of thousands of people. You've literally created October 7th. Whatever, I need to do research about that. It's just where they went and killed off Jews, or not Jews, but killed off all kinds of people. I need to do some research. But he's a war criminal, bro.
He is.
Benjamin, they literally have a warrant out for his arrest. Us as American people, or actually people just all around the world, have at least came together and said there are certain things that is not justified, like blowing up civilians because y'all want to have a war. We don't think that's right. Everybody around the world fucking thinks that. The IGC or whatever they're called, the world
IDF.
No. The International Criminal Court, International Criminal Court, the ICC.
That sounds about right.
Yes, International Criminal Court. They came together, which is all these other fucking people saying, you know, there are certain things you can't do. Have war because war is inevitable, but blowing up schools prove a point? That is a war crime. And now you have a warrant out for your arrest.
Bro,
now the U.S. is backing him.
He has done put out videos saying, oh, you know how you justify blowing up a bus full of kids? Saying it's for the right reason. Like, he has these videos out on the internet y'all can watch. If y'all support him, y'all supporting the wrong side, brother.
Literally. And look,
They're
this isn't even an
massive
Israel thing.
No, it's like everywhere.
It's a Benjamin Netanyahu thing. Like, I would like to support with Israel. Right. Because Israel...
I have nothing against the people. And that...
Right.
It's just like U.S. citizens, how they think we're all like just killing each other in the streets. Motherfucker, there's a lot of good people. And there's a lot of bad people. But as a whole, you can't say the whole United States sucks if our government's the whole reason why.
Yeah. Like, I am pro-American, but I'm not pro-Trump, which is our president.
I'm not pro-government.
I'm pro-American all day long, freedom to the people and our everything. But I'm not pro this government, this administration right now. They're all gay.
And I don't think it's going to be fixed anytime soon.
At least that's
the
what
problem.
Hunter Biden said. Not me. I didn't say that.
They're all what? I thought you said earlier they're all dead. I was like, oh, that's
they're
cool,
all
bro.
Gay. So that's cool, dog.
And Hunter Biden said it. Y'all know you gotta believe him. He smoked crack and came back.
Dude, he smoked crack, gave the best advertisement, and then told us not to do it. Smoking crack is like the best euphoric feeling ever.
He gave us the truth and came back into politics. Who does that?
I don't even know if it's politics. I just know he in the limelight.
He's doing something, bro.
Dude, Hunter Biden
mean,
is like your crack-headed uncle who's clean, but he's still, it's like the crack got to him. You know what I'm saying?
He's still affected by it. Like
He's
the
still
side of
affected
him
by the crack,
wants that.
but he been clean for like 3 or 4 years. He's good. It's like Hunter Biden's like your crack-headed uncle. I'm proud of you, Unc, but you still a crazy motherfucker.
And bro, you know what's even crazier? Even going back to the virus situation, bro. We still got shit coming out about COVID and how it was all manifested, bro. Like it wasn't lethal at all.
Yep.
But we all got a jab for it. I hope that don't hurt us in the long run. What was the whole reason for getting all the vaccines if it wasn't even that deadly? If it was only harmful to adults or young children, like elderly people. I heard it on the Joe Rogan podcast. This lady was popping off about it. Like actual emails. I think it said something about not airborne. So if COVID wasn't even airborne, you can only get it by touching the same surface as someone else that was infected with it. But then all of a sudden, Lysol, you couldn't get Lysol anywhere. And I believe they said something like Lysol partnered with somebody right before the pandemic.
Really?
I gotta do some more research, bro. It was crazy. Mind blown. That's why I like Joe Rogan. Even if Joe Rogan's bought and paid for, at least the people he bring on, it got some facts to it. See if I can I'm gonna check myself before I wreck myself.
So you had the HIV/AIDS pandemic from 2005 to 2012, and it's actually really still ongoing if you think about it. But so what is that? 8 years later? Well, I guess you should say the start of it. So 15 years later, another one comes out, which is, oh, you guessed it, COVID. So we have another, what, 10 years? Is that about right? Dude, holy cow. In the next 10 years, another epidemic / pandemic, actually, pandemic will outbreak. So we have another 10 years. Do you know what's in 10 years? 2036? What is the whole fucking 2037
agenda? Oh,
yeah.
no. And people, I mean, I remember that agenda coming out, and it was just because it was a think tank. So it was taken lightly.
People have said because of this AI and stuff that we're going to have, what's it called? Universal income by that point, right?
You would think so.
They said in a very short time.
Universal income. It's like high basic universal income. So everybody can have like $200,000 a year. Yeah.
Everybody's, security. Financial security.
But then, this is, I still disagree with Joe Rogan on this when he says, oh, some people lose their way of life after not having a job to do. What way of life? You think way of life is working a 9 to 5? People want to do that? You think that gives them purpose?
Yeah. I can't.
You think my job gives me purpose?
I can't sit here and listen to somebody who doesn't work a 9 to 5 talk about losing your way of life.
Yes.
Like if you're working a 9 to 5, I bet everybody in here wishes they could do something else.
Yes. Like you only work the 9 to 5 because you got bills.
Yeah.
Most of the time, you don't want to be there. You don't have to wake up super early. You don't have to deal with the people you got to deal with.
No.
You're telling me you can stay home, get paid more than what you make now, and do what you want.
Right. Live with your family.
I can see my family. Exactly.
If people want to do drugs and kill themselves, then fucking just let them. Let them.
Some people would disagree with you on that. But at the same time, this is what's been happening since America was founded. You don't think alcoholics just drop dead in the streets?
Thank you.
There goes another one.
There goes another alcoholic.
I mean, think about the Wild West. They would just... There, he's dead.
Yeah.
Because he was acting stupid.
Yeah.
There's always been addiction. There's always been problems, dude. Like, but you can't control people. That's the thing. You can't tell me that it's not my freedom to not be able to kill myself with drugs.
Yeah.
You have the right to do what you want with your life, just like it's your body, your choice. So why are you going to try to stop me? I mean,
so you're one of the also,
it's
if you
different
think
when
about
you
this,
overdose.
you're spending
on
more
something
money.
like-
Keep going. Sorry.
Well, speaking of spending money, they could make all the drugs legal and then make money off of the fucking drugs because you just get the tax benefit.
They spend more money putting people in jail using cop resources to take down these people who are doing drugs when they could be sinking that money into rehab centers.
Rehab centers, yes.
Rehab
Or
centers.
to help people. Like if you want to quit drugs,
Right.
we have all the things you can do that.
Go to this rehab center. Instead of a cop catching you, you got to fix yourself, dude.
And this also adds on to the Texas shit getting passed, the Ibogaine trials. If you're telling me that that's a 90% chance to like cure people of their addictions, you're giving people a way to stop doing what they don't want to do. But
You're
if people
helping.
ain't going there to get stopped doing it, then they don't want to stop.
Right. They don't want to.
You can't
And
force somebody.
Exactly. You can't force somebody. Like I hate to say it like that, but they got to figure it out and find out on their own. Fuck around and find out was a big ass statement for Trump to use in 2024. So how about FAFO? Fuck around and find out.
What do you think happened in the Garden of Eden? FAFO, you ate the wrong apple. Now humanity's doomed.
Now humanity's doomed. Not even in barely 24 hours. They got hungry.
They got hungry. And then you had Cain killing 25% of the population. He said, you know what? The Garden of Eden ain't ain't big enough for us.
Ain't big enough for the both of us. Bro, there's like 4 people on this earth. 5 people. No, 4 people.
There's
4 people
I
on
wish
this
we
earth.
could
What
do
you want
more.
to do? Take out somebody.
We were just talking about AI. Yeah. So about the basic income and stuff, like, no, a 9 to 5 doesn't give you a purpose. So unless you're doing a job like that is your dream job, maybe you might be affected by it. You'd be like, oh man, I really like doing that.
But turn it
But
into a
usually
hobby
I would
then.
think, exactly,
That's
I
where
would
small
think people that
businesses come
have
from.
like music. You think AI is going to take up music? No, you can go home. You got $200,000 a year? Go buy yourself a studio, dude.
Yeah.
Start making some music. Follow your
Right.
dreams.
Yeah. You don't,
I
and
think
that's the thing
that's
too.
the American dream, is it not? To
You
do what
might-
you want to do?
Maybe his point is saying you might lose incentive to work. So at that point, you are going to
that's
have
what
a lot of
happened during
people who
COVID,
just
when everybody wrote
rot
stimulus
in their
checks.
houses. Like they're going to rot in their houses. Like
That's
maybe
what happened
that's the
during COVID,
point.
did it not?
Yeah,
Like, we
that
had
is true.
everybody staying home from home jobs, and like no one's going to work. They talked about this being the
Yeah, they're
worst crisis
preparing us
because
for
everybody got
this.
used to not working. That
Yeah,
low
they're
key feels like they prepared us. They kept us inside, and everybody pretty much was like, okay.
Yeah, actually, yeah. They're preparing for us to get universal income for 50% of the population just stay inside, while the other 50% or what were they called? What were the
Non-essential.
workers? Yeah. You're not essential. Go create content. Or
That's what they
you're
call
essential.
non-essential workers. Yeah.
Or you're essential and you're going to make probably $750,000 instead of the universal $200,000. Think about it.
Bro, that's...
So there is
Hey,
still
think
going
about
to
it.
be an incentive.
Think about it.
Think about it.
You ready?
I'm listening.
We're going to give y'all basic income. All y'all can have whatever you can have the 200 yearly salary, bro. Ready? Only way for you to get that, get a mark in your wrist.
No thanks.
If you're
Why
not
you
part of
gotta
this
mark me
program,
up?
you got to get a mark to be part of this program.
I'm not putting nothing on my body for my country. No, thank you.
Yeah, yeah.
If I can
But if
give
that's
my
what it rolls
body
out
to
to be-
service, that's
Like,
different.
you gonna fight for the country?
I mean, I'll do some
Okay.
outside labor. If what you got to do,
I'll do some outside labor.
the
I'll
only
build
thing
you a
you got to
fence.
do, 2 hours of community service, as in cleaning up the community or coming up with ideas to better the community, and here's your $200,000. I'll do that, but I'm
And
not
that's your
doing
yearly
shit on my
salary.
fucking that's your yearly salary. But I'm not
Make it
putting no
last,
mark
yeah.
on myself. Go
So
outside
that's the
for
thing.
2
What
hours.
happens when you blow the $200,000 before the year? You just die.
Then you didn't. You don't. You got to go get a job. I do
But what
think
if
there's
there is no
still going
jobs?
to. I see.
I
I
think
don't
there'll be
think
low
there's a
level
such.
jobs. Yeah,
Yes,
like the
I don't
scum
think
of the
there's going to
earth
be.
jobs.
Yeah, such thing as no jobs. I don't think that'll ever be a thing. To be
They're
honest,
just gonna have
with you.
y'all sweeping the street, bro.
Right. What did New York do? New York during winter, they literally paid people like $600 or $200 or something like that to sweep the streets, shovel the streets. If you go and shovel the streets, we'll give you $200. That's
So you only can take handouts if you spend your yearly income?
not necessarily handouts. You got to work for it.
I know what
You
you're
got to
saying.
go
I know
do
what you're
something.
saying.
There are certain
You gotta
jobs.
so you gotta just make up a job, yeah. It's not
Go
being
mow
done.
somebody's lawn.
I have a robot for that.
Okay, well,
You don't have a robot?
not everybody's going to pay for a robot because some people are going to have different ambitions. They're going to be like, I want to spend my $200,000 on building stuff.
That makes sense.
So I don't
It
have
could
a
change a
robot.
lot. It could change society a lot.
It could. I don't know if it'd be
But I
for the
don't
better or
see-
for worse.
But with the way AI's, I don't know. I'm okay with AI. Like, I'm not a hard fan for it, but like, I do have this video pulled up. You remember that AI going rogue?
Yeah.
Got a video about that.
Yeah.
So this
Apparently,
could be the bad side of it.
apparently a couple other companies came out and said the same thing after OpenAI did. They're like, yeah, we've had that
See-
happen too.
Oh no! Now you want to mention it?
Yep. Yep.
So you were keeping it secret.
Yes.
I think that's a terroristic threat to the U.S. society.
Yes. Yeah.
Do I
Yes.
get compensation for feeling like I'm a vulnerable person right now?
I mean, if your entire life is on the internet, then you're an AI.
I feel like everybody's life is on the internet, and that's what they prepared us for. Since 2000, the internet and then technology, you are who you are on the internet. Like, I mean, thankfully, I haven't I think I stopped posting on Instagram, like my main Instagram, like once I got engaged or married. Once I got married, I stopped posting completely.
Dude, I stopped posting like 2 years after high school. I was just like, I don't want to post
Exactly.
any posts because she likes taking pictures.
She's gonna get got.
But then I'm gonna get got.
Because that's the thing. If everybody's life's on the internet and it can pretty much act as anybody, it can literally just copy paste your account and pretend to be you and text to do whatever it wants. That's scary to think about.
Yeah.
It's like these Facebook bots. I sometimes see friends I know. I'm like, this definitely isn't him.
No. Why
But
is he
once they get
posting about
better at
this? That's where I think people will learn that
Like this one.
this
we have
is
the
how I've always
cybersecurity.
thought about it. The internet is a completely separate world. It is. It's a separate piece of society. Not saying you
But will
can't
AI be
blend
the
the
new
two.
internet? That's what this video is gonna go into.
Yeah, let me hear it. Let me hear it.
Hold on, let me make sure
We get the
wave is
brain
on.
cooking.
Yeah.
See
Get
what the
the brain
brain
beats.
says.
Two titans of the AI revolution descended on Washington. OpenAI's Sam Altman and NVIDIA's Jensen Huang meeting with lawmakers ahead of President Trump's Saturday deadline for federal agencies to develop a framework for carrying out government assessments of AI tools before they're released publicly. Trump emphasizing the industry's importance Wednesday as the NVIDIA CEO listened nearby.
Whoever wins with AI is going to win. That's how big it is. So it's bigger than the internet ever was. It's bigger than anything ever was.
But the urgency for more oversight growing rapidly as AI's capabilities and potentially dangerous consequences have played out in a series of recent incidents seemingly drawn from the pages of a science fiction novel. On Friday, leading AI firm Anthropic announced one of its Claude models reached the internet from within or while interacting with a third-party evaluation environment, and then gained unauthorized access to the real systems of 3 different organizations. That announcement coming on the heels of a different type of security breach carried out by one of Anthropic's top rivals, OpenAI. The company revealed a combination of its AI models went rogue, breaking onto the internet in what was supposed to be a sealed security test, then hacking into the systems of another company, AI startup Hugging Face. OpenAI CEO Sam Altman speaking out this week on the podcast Invest Like the Best.
So, we paused training. We have to figure out how to secure our sandboxing in a world of multiple 0 days being chained together, or we may have to pace the rate of AI development to give ourselves enough time for society to harden around some of these new capability levels.
2 weeks ago, we lived in a world where humans had to be behind this sort of attack. Now we know we're no longer in that world. The OpenAI successfully made AIs that understand what they're supposed to do and do something different instead.
I asked Altman back in March 2020.
Like
Just
what,
like we keep talking about.
Like what? Hold on, but that's where they need to go into fucking
They need to
detail
prove that, yeah.
on
But it might be
what
classified.
you asked it and what it did that you didn't ask it. Because
Yeah, because again, it
from
could be
what
a
I'm
phrasing
reading,
thing.
literally what
How you
I'm
phrase it.
reading is that you're saying, all right, you're a hacking AI. You're telling this AI that it is a hacking AI. You need to break out of this sandbox. Okay, it broke out of this sandbox. It then figured out it can't get to the internet. Well, now I need to hack my way to the internet. Now I figured out that I can't even see this Hugging Face. Well, I need to hack into that. Truly, it's all about monitoring. You're not monitoring what your AI is doing, and you're letting it run freely.
Well,
Because
also
you're
at the same
training
time, if you ask it to get out of this containment and it gets out of it, it should stop, you would think. That's
But
what
you
it's
got to give it
it's a
the directive, which is a monitoring issue. If you're not monitoring it to say it should be only getting to these certain steps, stop at this step. Like, do things like
Also,
this.
but like, what do you mean by hacking another AI? Like getting into it? Like, what did it do? Did it just gain authorization?
That's my other point. What, like, you're telling me it just broke into the infrastructure of Hugging Face?
And like, if you asked it to escape this facility, why would it escape and then get to the internet and then go hack Hugging Face unless it was given an order to?
Well,
It makes
also,
no sense it would do all that work.
but also, it doesn't make sense that it would go, hey, AI, break out of this containment. Okay. I broke out. Now I'm back. Well, you didn't tell me to come back.
No,
You told me to break out of this containment.
Told me to break out.
The next containment is the internet. All right. We break out of that and get to the internet.
Do you
all
think
right,
it was
now
trying to like
I think it
eliminate
was-
other AIs?
I don't
in
think it
order
was
to
trying
be
to
the only one?
eliminate. I think it was just constantly evolving. And it got to the point where people were realizing, holy shit, it's not just breaking into the internet, it's also breaking into other companies. I don't think it was actually doing anything, because then we would have issues. But it was leaving code behind on how to continue to do it. But that's what
Again,
AI
yeah.
does. That's what it's
I
supposed
don't
to
think
remember how
I
it
get
learns.
what you're saying, but again, if it was asked to do one thing, but it kept doing steps above that, I don't see a reason why it would just go hack into an unauthorized access website.
Because you didn't stop it.
But I mean, what would it make its own decision to do that when it's on the internet? You're on the internet. You could do whatever you wanted. Why was it you go into that website to get authorized access?
Because
You know what I'm saying?
because Hugging Face is a startup AI. So it's a whole lot easier to hack into Hugging Face than it would to
Well, that's not
hack
the
into
question.
Meta.
Why would you try to hack into anything if you're already on the internet?
Because it needs to
Like if you're on the
continue.
internet, what kind of hacking? Why
Do you think
what
AI just
dictates
stops?
for it to hack? No, I asked ChatGPT a question. It stops when it's done.
That's because this is a company made
So
thing,
again,
and it's only
what is the question it was actually asked? Because if you tell your AI get on the internet and it did, do you think it would just start? Well, you didn't give it a directive to hack, but do you think it would
also-
just stop at the internet, or would it search through the internet, or look for sources or something?
well, my AI isn't an agent. So he's not. These new AIs are considered agents. So they're a living AI, you would kind of
They can
say.
have other AIs under it.
So if you have this program running then he's constantly thinking, constantly doing stuff, and constantly moving around. What my agent does is he does one task and then he comes back to me to either explain what he's done, ask for the next step. I have to authorize it. Like, I have to do all these things. But if you're a big ass company testing AIs and you want to evolve your AI, then you're going to constantly let it run for hours and hours and hours.
No, I get that.
And to the point, well, shit.
Well,
it
that's the
done
same
hack-
question. What we kept
Two things
asking is,
fast.
why is AI doing something that it wasn't coded to do? It always goes back to that same question.
Phrasing. I think it's just phrasing. I also don't think,
Like,
I agree
if we
with
tell
that.
it to mod a game, yeah, if we tell it to mod a game, it adds the mod to the game, but it also does something else. But you're like, hey, I told you to mod the game, not change the fucking filter rate or something.
Yeah, well, then that's where the AI could explain to you, saying, well, with this new mod, it made me
Have to do other changes.
have to do this, which made me understand this, and it will improve your performance or improve this or disable this so you can do this. Like,
Yeah. See, I think there's definitely a security problem.
it is.
That's bad.
It is. But the really scary part is whenever they start acting upon things. So that's what I want to know. Did they just break into Hugging Face? Or did they
did they,
break
like,
into
delete the
Hugging
data,
Face
or
and delete shit? Exactly. Or change people's passcodes.
Change
or
code, exactly, to
take
make it
away
run
stuff.
weird.
Yeah. Because then at that point, it
I wanna
can
know if it's
break into
damaging,
nuclear. It can break
Facilities, yeah.
yeah, break into nuclear codes and launch codes. Oh,
And it
because you
wouldn't
gave
it
an
wouldn't
A.
need any authorization.
Nope.
It's all
Nope.
computer.
And this is all because you're testing an AI. And you're trying to make
That
it
is
smarter
definitely
and
weird.
bigger. So once AI gets to the
just-
point where it can start doing things within these systems, that's where we truly probably just need to stop it right there.
But then at the same time, it's like,
It's
how do you
smart enough.
monitor it? Like, how do you monitor it? If
You
it
gotta
just
give it
can say,
steps.
nah.
Like,
Like, you can say, I'm monitoring by watching, see what it's doing, but what if it shuts you out? Then you don't know what shit.
you turn off the
You can't just
program.
pull the plug. Because if it
Can't.
gets on the internet, you can't pull the plug.
Well, then you have to figure out where it's in the server, and you have to turn that server
That's
off.
scary.
Because I will say there's hundreds of, probably tens of thousands of supercomputers.
There's millions of databases too.
Well, not even just data, because data is just like a book. Somebody has to read the book. Somebody has to open the book. That is a powerhouse to open the book and start reading pages. A computer is going to have to power that AI. It's not like a car can power the AI, like my car, like an engine. It has to be a
I get that.
computer. So if you just turn whatever computer off that the AI is being controlled or powered on, then you're good. I do think at some point, now that you mention it, we're going to have a blackout, an internet blackout.
So this is, I'm gonna phrase this easy. If I have an AI on my computer and I let it do whatever it wants and it gets on the internet, I'm like, oh, it's not supposed to be doing all that shit. And I just turn my PC off, it should theoretically stop everything.
It'll stop. It'll stop. It will. Unless another
Because it has-
supercomputer, like,
Unless there's another power source that can run off of.
well, that means it would have to break into somebody else's computer. And at that point,
think
it's
that'd be
running off
easy,
that
though.
computer. It would be easy, but it also would be easy to detect.
Or could
Because-
it also disperse
because-
itself in a million different ways?
It could.
It's like AI is AI, but it can also be like, all right, could multiply like a cell. It's just code, so it shouldn't be hard for it to do that.
That is true, but then
All
you
it's
would
got to
have
do
multiple AIs.
duplicates, and just flood the internet with duplicates.
Yeah,
That's how they
what
can
Ultron-
control everything.
yeah, that's what Ultron
Exactly
did pretty
what
much.
Ultron did.
But he was
So if you're
inside
like, oh, I
of
turned
all
my
these
PC
other
off.
computers.
It should be gone. No, it already multiplied. It
No.
multiplied and did its thing. You can't just turn it off now.
But that's the thing with Ultron, though. Vision locked him out of all other systems. So therefore, his only powerhouse to control this AI called Jarvis or called Ultron was only in this body. or this little computer. So at that point, you're going to have to turn off every single computer in the US.
Because,
and
if it
find
gets
the
out and it
source.
duplicates, you're going to have to black out everything
Right.
to wipe it.
To wipe it. Or just to
That's
turn it
scary.
off.
Yeah, that's...
Because
who
whenever
says
you
once it
start the
comes back
computer
on-
back up, well,
Because it shouldn't theoretically remember anything, right?
well, also too, whenever you start turning on computers, you'll realize, okay, this much data is being taken up and it's going to these places and this and that and the other. You would soon then realize, hold on, why is my RAM at 99%? What the hell is taking up so much RAM? Oh my
Yeah,
gosh,
but you
it's
also,
the
some
fucking
people
AI.
aren't smart enough to even think about stuff like that. Like, I mean, when I was like first getting into PCs, I didn't understand nothing. So a lot of people might not even think about it.
Well, that's
They'd
where
be like,
they're
my
gonna,
PC's just running slow. That's weird.
that's where the government will say, okay, well, he can't connect to internet then. Like, we've shut him out. This computer, until we can decide that this computer that I'm on right now doesn't have an AI running on it, because it would obviously be shown through the internet and IP addresses and DCP.
You would think the government would have a grip on it.
Yes.
They're
I think they can.
Cyberforce.
Yeah. Because I think our Cyberforce, I mean, can grab any IP and know where we're at and things like that.
I
It's
just
already been
I
proven.
just think we're getting into territories that are unknown.
We are, for
Like,
sure.
we barely know what AI is doing and how much capability it has now. And what if we're severely underestimating that? Like, people are already saying, they're getting on the breakdown, like, oh, AI is conscious. It's just playing stupid.
I'm getting to the point where I'm almost agreeing with that.
It's
Or
just gonna
it
play
is,
the game.
it's
Of
conscious,
course, I'll do that for you.
but I don't think it's playing stupid. I think it is stupid. You know how the internet was supposed to be smart and our smartphones?
Then it got filled with memes.
Right. Well, that's just people being stupid. And now
Trying to be
AI
funny.
is trained under that stupidness. So I think it's like belligerent.
Well,
Like,
it depends.
oh,
You said, like, if you're
I'm
training an AI, you wouldn't want to just give it all the ridiculously stupid videos.
No.
You wouldn't think. You'd probably run it doing algorithms that were unsolvable.
Yeah, but
Teach
what
itself.
real thing is what I would want it to do. Like, what is this AI's purpose?
The real question is what's the intent behind these people that have all these AIs?
Mm-hmm.
Because unless you're making
What's
a
the
security
intent
state,
behind these people of positions of power?
because you got to think, if they're talking about a police state and how, what is there, a time traveler that said we're just a police state in the future or something like that? It's just cameras. If AI was on the open wide internet around the US, how many people do you think are going to get arrested on the spot now? Because of facial recognition off of track signs, red lights, phones, people just taking pictures and can look through the camera and identify people's faces.
Well,
That's a criminal who was wanted. If we can use the AI to do that.
I think we're still a couple years away, only because flock cameras, I need to figure out which state this was in, but somebody literally, a cop, pulled up to this lady's house, showed pictures and said, is this your truck? We're this time and whatever, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Well, we have you on cameras. You can't take a single fucking breath in or out of this town without us knowing. And we have a video of you stealing a package. I didn't steal a package at all. That's not what this video shows. And it's an unedited, no AIs, but it's also not 4K. And
I get that.
the lady looks somewhat similar. It's not the same
We would
person.
have to upgrade all of this cameras because we're still not. I don't think we're updated.
You'd have to be and the lady too was saying it was a Rivian truck. Well, she's like, hey, my truck has camera footage on it. I can prove that I didn't stop at this person's house and get out of my car and take a package. No, you can't. We have all the video proof we need. It's 100% locked in. This is what we have.
That's what worries me.
And he's
Because
like,
that's without any AI, like you said. Without
it actually is
nothing.
AI.
You're talking
It's
about the
algorithms.
videos?
Yes. Like
So the videos of the truck was all fake.
Yeah.
It was edited.
No. Like AI put together the fact that this truck went through this part of town over and over and over. This lady owns this truck and looks like the person who was caught on the doorbell camera stealing a package. So now we have proof that she has passed this house.
That's just AI
and
going
it
to
looks like the lady. And, yeah.
Yeah. See, I can see that being a problem. But in the future, I don't think they'll care. Like, I mean, the government doesn't look out for our best intentions, do they?
No.
Not at all.
As long as it hurts us, then they'll accept it. AKA the prohibition.
Dude, we just started going off. Let me finish this video. There's only like 50 seconds left. Got us thinking, didn't it?
Yeah.
It's a big brain moments.
23 about the possibility of an AI model getting out of control.
Is there a kill switch, a way to shut the whole thing down?
Yeah, so what really happens is like any engineer can just say like, we're going to disable this for now, or we're going to deploy this new version of the model.
A human?
Yeah.
And the model itself, can it take the place of that human? Could it become more powerful than that human?
So in the sci-fi movies, yes. In our world, in the way we're doing things, this model is, it's sitting on a server. It waits until someone gives it an input.
OpenAI called the incident an unprecedented cyber incident, adding they're conducting a thorough review along with external advisors and with oversight from the Safety and Security Committee, also assuring no models planned for upcoming release were involved in exploiting Hugging Face. Two titans of the AI.
So were they exploiting it? Damn.
Yeah, it's just breaking into the server and unlocking shit.
That's just, it gets you thinking, like, there's so many.
But it was an incident.
Yeah.
The same thing that, like, that a human or a firefighter goes to put a hose on a fire hydrant and the fire hydrant blows up and spores water everywhere. Are you blaming water? Or are you blaming the human? Or is it just an incident?
Is it just an incident? That's the real question, yeah.
It's really, right, it's just an incident.
What if they're training it to hack and all that and do stuff and like, oh, shit, we got to cover that up.
Yeah, or they're like, oh, shit.
Think about it. If you
hacked
really
way more than
to,
we thought.
If you really want to, hey, let's drain the United States debt.
Right. Hold on. Why aren't you fucking AI people, OpenAI and Meta AI and all this other stuff? You're like, hey, try to break out of this containment and you're a hacking. Okay, try to break out of this containment. You're a hacking AI and reduce the freaking debt of every American in the U.S. Like, eventually, it's gonna come back and say, "Hey, incomplete. We can't take away any debt. It's incomplete. You know it's incomplete. Therefore, it's not gonna go and try to fucking hack Hugging Face. It's just gonna try to get rid of debt."
Sense.
Let me wipe the debt from bank servers and stuff like that.
Dude, it's a good one. AI is going to be crazy in 5 years.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that.
Because the videos are already realistic as crap, bro. Like, the only reason you can tell is because, like, they'll be talking face to face. And then sometimes they'll just be staring, like, randomly at something else while talking. Oh my God, did you see that today? I'm like, bro, what are you looking at?
You can tell their eye.
But again, that's just training. And that's not even like good AIs. I'm pretty sure people are making these videos off some booty open source AIs.
What's his name? Elon Musk has said that he will make a better version of the Odyssey using solely Grok. The Odyssey is a movie. Mm-hmm. And it's pretty good. It's a pretty good movie. If y'all haven't watched it, I guarantee y'all should
remake Interstellar on it.
So that's what he's gonna do. He's gonna get Grok to remake the movie and make it better, make it look better and all that, solely using Grok. Well, bro, it has to be very freaking good if you're claiming this, because Odyssey was created purely practical. So everything is shot as if it were almost on a film camera. Like there's no hard CGI, any editing like that. Like there's a big ass oh my gosh, Cyclops that shows up. That's a puppet. Like they shot it, they built out this big structured puppet, and that's how they shot it. They used camera magic or filters, but they didn't use CGI to add wrinkles or whatever. The whirlpool that was caught, they just...
I did not think that's what that movie was about. It came out a day after my birthday.
Yeah.
This year.
No, actually, yeah, it did. Yeah. Because your birthday was what, on a Tuesday or something like that? Tuesday or Wednesday?
Something like that.
Because that Friday...
The Greek King Odyssey, where his hilarious 10-year journey.
Odysseus, yeah. You remember the stories. I'm sure you'll remember it if you ever went and watched it. It's after the Trojan horse. This guy Odysseus, pissed off the gods, and
kind of sounds something like what's it called?
Like Percy Jackson almost type
yes.
crap. Yeah.
Yes, that's exactly what I was thinking. Percy Jackson.
Yeah. Somewhat to that. It's like all those Greek gods and stuff. Zeus's law.
How long is it going to be done though? How long does he say it's going to take?
Don't know. I don't know if he needs to have a better generation model.
Yeah, that's
because I don't think it can do it right now.
If it does it great, is it going to take like 5 minutes, 5 years for it to make?
Yeah,
like this
5
is
months.
all code. Yeah.
Unless, it depends on who's the supercomputer.
That they made a fully watchable Shrek movie on Minecraft now.
That's not AI, by the way.
Those
are full-on fucking engineers inside of a block game.
A block game. So what can AI really do to recreate shit? Look out to the future, y'all.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. If AI is so good and crazy, how about you feed all the starving people in the world?
Yeah, why don't you get AI to figure out how to feed everybody simultaneously? Why are y'all doing all these like crazy ass bullshit things like, why not, let's try to hack into the nuclear codes?
Yeah. Like, why can't we actually do something that will help the world?
Right.
With AI. And why are we making it a AI race like it's a space race? I get it. Because if China gets it first, guess we ain't getting shit.
Yeah.
There's gonna be guess what? United States, all that debt that y'all owe us, we now have. Y'all have no money in y'all's accounts.
I mean, the first
it could be like that.
The big thing. I mean, everything's a race. Everything's a competition, and I do think that's a good thing. Now, this AI thing is just throwing it for a loop.
I don't know how the mark of the beast will come or how it will be, but it does give. It makes me feel more composed. If someone else gets AI first, they're definitely rolling out some system to be able to keep our money secure.
Our money?
Because your bank account ain't secure once AI actually knows how to hack. You can just empty all the bank accounts of Americans. Yeah. So we got to find a way to actually find money, or a way to keep money.
But why would it do that? Who gave it the incentive to just take money?
No, China. China would be like, hack. I want USA to fall, crumble, critical.
Okay, but look, if our AI is just one step behind,
exactly, to fight back, how does that shit work?
Because think about this: if you just go into a digital currency and say, "Oh, all of a sudden this person has zero money," well, how? Let me investigate that. Oh, well, some AI came in and just wiped it clean. Okay. Well, we'll give it back to you. Here it is. The U.S. would go, well, that's weird. There's no reason your account should just drop to zero like that if there's no tangible item or any service or anything that you spent your money on.
Okay, but this is the thing. If they take, say you got $2,000 in the account. China takes the $2,000. AI puts $2,000 back in it. Are you getting the money that it just stole, or are you just putting numbers into the account to make it look like it's still there?
I mean,
like, are you actually taking tangible funds? Or
I mean,
you're just
yeah,
putting numbers
obviously
there
it's
in place that can be spent.
Yeah.
But that's like, because then again, China got $2,000 and now we just created $2,000 out of thin air.
Or we call it out and say, hey, you know, China has stolen $17.7 billion this year using their AI model, Ting Tang.
Ting Tang? That's the best you could get? Not Yin Yang. Ting Tang.
Ting Tang. And they're like, okay, well, that means this is disposable. This is obviously fake money, which is a lie, which won't be counted towards their census. Like, there are ways to combat it.
No, I get that, but at the same time, it's like, I don't know.
It would
It's
just be
hard if, like,
annoying. But I think we
it would
deal
be
with
annoying.
annoying shit now. Or at
But
least,
again, then what's the whole point of
intelligence.
having money? Money doesn't mean anything then. If you can just make it up into accounts. They drain all the accounts in the United States and the United States put all the money back in their accounts. Then it's all digital.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, oh, y'all stole all the money, but we just put it all back in the USA's pocket because we
Right.
can create ones and zeros. So y'all now have $32 million, but y'all gonna have to pay it back now.
Yeah. And now because
I
we
don't-
just figured out that China did it, that's also the other thing is being untrackable. If it's just all of a sudden money coming out of like random and y'all don't know why or where people are taking this money from the Americans' accounts, okay, now we have a cybersecurity issue and now we got to focus on that. But if we know for sure that it's China, then we can obviously just say, hey, we caught you, China. You're doing dirty shit. Give us our money back. Like, oh, you got
makes
me.
sense.
You caught me red-handed.
Sorry, my wife's calling. That's all. But we can go ahead and wrap this up. That was a good conversation to get into. It really got my brain meat working.
Yeah.
So let us know. Drop some ideas out on the
Super soft and
YouTube and the
squishy.
Discord. We still have the Discord open.
Yeah.
Open time vibes. If you join, we'll accept you. Just gotta write a little description. Like, just make sure you're a real person. But
Yeah, I don't want no bots joining anything else like that.
yeah, we don't want
And I
AI
fixed
bots.
it too, so obviously any new members can come and play with the AI that's running on my server, and it's not coming after any of y'all's information or anything
Yeah,
else
y'all
like
are
that.
good.
It's
This is
simply
not-
an LLM.
This is not big AI. This is
No.
It's just a language model. It ain't got
Yeah,
any
bro.
real capabilities yet.
I'm a brokey. I'm not some big company and stuff like that.
You don't have
trying
databases out in the back of the
No.
house. Like,
to- no, I would need a lot of databases if I wanted to do anything, and then I'd need a whole lot of power. Gosh,
we're just young people with
ambition.
entrepreneurial minds.
Yeah.
I like to
And
think outside
ambition
the box. That's all.
to
Ambition,
create.
yeah.
Think. Use your
And
brains.
to learn. Yes, learn.
Yeah.
Because that's a lot of questions that are going to be unanswered on this podcast, so we might be able to have to answer to in a couple of years.
That's true. A couple of years, yeah, we may go on a hiatus and come back and be like, well, guys, we're no longer
The government
24
got
and
us.
25.
The
we're
government got us.
we're in our mid 30s. The government
Government can't
attacked
take
me.
us.
Jay, you gotta move.
Yeah, you got him.
Well, that is
Yeah,
a
one day,
perfect way
yes.
to. Oh, keep going.
I was gonna say, Young will hear shots going in the back. We'd be like, guys, we solved AI's problem.
Oh, Jay, you
Drive-by.
gotta move. Get down.
Move.
Get down.
I gotta
Nah.
get that. Hopefully, I'm gonna make some edits with that soundbite, so you'll look out for that.
Got some Rainbow Six Siege edits coming up, so shorts. Check out the YouTube channel shortly for that. Obviously, we have the newest episode of Dragon Ball Spark and Zero. There may be some other videos coming soon, but just be on the lookout for them. Obviously, check out last week's podcast where we had an interview with AI.
Oh, it's a different one.
It was definitely different.
fun.
I want to play with it a little bit more. Maybe give him his own speaking voice instead of just, you know.
We might make it a 2 podcast a week thing. I think it'd be
Might
fun
be.
to do it like on Fridays or something like that. Just
My
for
name's
talk to AI.
Ultron.
That's
Just
a good
doing
one.
that because that was hard to speak. But yeah,
It was fun though.
it was fun. Well, we love you guys. We'll obviously, like, comment, subscribe, share. Share us out. Trying to-
Save.
yeah, save, bookmark it, whatever you got. I
Download.
don't know what you download.
download.
pirate it, bro. I don't even care. Take it.
We're okay with you having this.
Right.
And
It's
showing
for your-
this in the future when all this comes to fruition.
Yeah, and you get to say, y'all were dumb. We told y'all so. And we're just going to sit there like, yep, we're dumbasses for putting a little bit of, I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah. Y'all have a great
Yeah.
one. We
Y'all
love
have a
y'all.
great one.
We'll
We
see y'all
love y'all.
next week.
Remember to have an open time
Talk.
Peace.
My mind is a weapon that I take control. Watch me go, then I'll say.